You're watching a Big Z review. VHS Halloween is a new Shudder exclusive that is releasing for the Halloween season. And I always enjoy the VHS anthology films. Some are definitely better than others. But I love that it kind of gives young directors a chance at doing a little short film and packaging them all together. And this one is on par with most of them. It's not one of the best, but it does have some cool shorts.
Hello?
So the frame narrative for this one is a diet phantasma, and it's okay. By the way, before I go, I will be talking about spoilers, just because if you're going to be talking about a bunch of short films, you can't really talk about them and avoid spoilers. This was written and directed by Brian M. Ferguson, and the main guy, it stars David Hayden as a Blaine Rothschild, and he's a soda scientist that's murdering a bunch of people by giving them this weird drink that's trying to possess them, and then it seems like they're collecting the demon souls or something. You know, it's fine for a thing going through, but it doesn't really connect to any of the things. And I feel like it doesn't necessarily read Halloween as much. I feel like it'd be better to have a more Halloween-y connection between all the others. But I mean, it's fine. And the first short is Coochie Coochie Coo. And this has a potential to be one of the best ones in the film. But it was kind of ruined a little bit by overuse of AI art, which is really disappointing to see. This was written and directed by Anna Zlokovich, and they starred Samantha Cochran and Natalia Montgomery. But essentially, I kind of like that they're about to go to college, but they're going on one last Halloween night out. But they're horrible people. They're stealing candy from kids, taking a whole bucket of candy someone left out. They're not good. And then, but at first, the kid that said something like, "The mommy's gonna get ya," and then, oh, it's a stupid story. But then of course they go to this house, and then they get in there, and it's the mommy. And there's some cool scares, some use of different the format of the mommy kind of changes. It's just wearing a mask and peeking around the corner and freaking him out, and throwing fetuses at him along with rotten candy. But then later there's a bunch of milk prints all over, and you see she has these teats. The practical effects are good, and she's kidnapping bad people, older people that are trick-or-treating and ruining it for the kids, and then making them into babies. But again, at one point it's no even point in it. They go and it's a picture that is so clearly AI, and it's AI slop, and it's it looks like those pictures that your weird aunt or uncle shared with the kid from a flood crying holding a teddy bear. It's well, she looks so sad. And it's they have the actress that plays the mommy. Why not just put a fake belly on her and take a picture of her looking sad? And I think that there's multiple pictures on the walls throughout the short film. I think a lot of them are AI art, and it's just disappointing. Especially because it's obvious that they put a lot of work into all the practical effects, and they look really good, and the story's kind of cool. But it's I don't know why you would do that. And the next one is Usupra Sic Infra, and that's As Above, So Below, and that's it's directed by Paco Plaza, and it's kind of this is kind of a cool way to do it, because he's in police custody, and they're interrogating him about what happened, that all of his friends were killed and had their eyes ripped out. And he's saying it's my fault and I did it, but like they said, like there's no way he could have done it. So like they go and recreate what happened. And I think this one is pretty cool. I would have liked more of that, like what's going on more. They didn't really expand that much. Like it just they recreate with the events. But it is cool, some cool special effects, like when he's like plucking out the eyes of the cops. Like I think it's like a full CGI hand and then like a real face and like a practical, or maybe full CGI fake eye too. But it looks pretty good. But it looks like his hands really getting in there and pulling out the eyes. And it's cool, like with like things are like levitating. And it's cool. And then next is Fun Size, and this is probably the best of the bunch. This is written and directed by Casper Kelly. And again, I love that the one that Usimpra Sikimfra was kind of like a play on Halloween Party, but like Fun Size is another one that's directly like the adults out trick or treating that get the comeuppance for taking 2 candy bars, and but like there's some funny stuff with like the Fun Size is like this guy with this like head, it's like red head, it's like a mascot or whatever, but he's like turning people into candy. And one thing that I will say though, that is like towards the end of it, they show a kid taking 2, and they show the kidnapping the kid, and it's like, so there is at one point the one guy, like he's eating a chocolate penis, and like. So it's obviously that's someone's penis that's been turned into candy. And there's like a decent chance that they showed him eating a child's penis. Like, so it's a little weird. Especially because like a lot of this stuff, like they kill a lot of kids in this whole VHS movie. Like a lot of kids are murdered, and like in the next one it seems like they're probably raped. Like, and it's I don't know, it's a little off color. Like it's for the Halloween thing, there's a lot of child abuse and murder and stuff. But whatever, still it's a fun bit. Like I love that too. Like there's 2 of the characters, like their costumes are like they have cameras all over. It's perfect for the found footage genre. Like we're the characters that never put down their camera no matter what happens. Of course, I love there's a little bit of like of horror comedy, like a little bit of like I like this one. It's definitely like critiquing the genre a bit and having a lot of fun with it. And then next is Kid Print, and this is one of the weaker ones, but it's written and directed by Alex Ross Deli. But essentially, it's so weird that like they're doing videotapes of people, but a bunch of kids have been disappearing. So they're like videotaping them just in case they disappear, so they can release them to the news people. But the whole setup is kind of odd. But then there's like one of the workers is like a child rapist, and he's murdering people, kidnapping, murder them, and then skinning them and wearing their faces. And like the guy that plays the serial killer is interesting the way he plays it, but. It's just nothing that special. I feel like it's okay. And then the last one is Home Haunt. And this is another pretty weak one. Like it says, tied for like Kid Print for being the worst of the bunch. It's just like they run the haunted house and they sneak into the back area of this antique store and take this haunted record that makes all the stuff in their crappy haunted house come to life and start killing everyone. And again, the end of this one is that like everything breaks out of the haunted house and starts murdering all the kids and pulling their intestines out and everything. And it's like, there's definitely a theme of that for VHS Halloween has no problem murdering kids. But like, as a whole, they're always fun. You know, they begin some are better than others. Really disappointed by the AI art. But overall, it's good. I'd probably give like a 7 out of 10 as a whole. But thanks for watching. And if you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.